Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Renuka and today we will see how you can travel with your water journals and watercolors and which things you should keep in mind while doing that. I'm going to show all of the things, all of the different options. This is not the thing that you will see only one options and you don't have that option, then no. And if you don't have buy your supplies, so you will get more ideas with this. So this is the full pencil box and I will show you in detail that how I put all the stuff inside it. But before that, the first thing, and these are some water journals I have. First thing I want to show you this bag. You don't have to buy this bag, but this is my travel bag, whatever I use. And they have so many pockets inside. So I just want to show you that you should choose such bag which is having so many pockets. And you can put your supplies in there also. And if you don't want to do this kind of thing, maybe I'll make one video where I'll show you how I put my supplies in that. You can use these kind of bags, okay? But you need something to put your stuff together. You need something to hold the things all together, okay? And basically you need this kind of pouch also. You can choose another pouch, but you need something to hold. You can't put randomly stuff all around, okay? So now let's see. If you're the world of sketching, right, like you want to do a fast sketching, or you want to do in the sketching like travel sketching and journals like this, or you want to sketch your day-to-day stuff like these, then which are your options? First, if you don't want to color most, you can choose any sketching books like this, sketching supplies. But you can see the paper is a little bit thinner and this is the cheapest one. So you will get this book in like four or $6, like maybe $4 or $6. This book will you get. If you are seeing like little bit more nicer sketching supplies, then these kind of books. This is Odyssey sketchbook and this is kind of little bit more thinner paper and it's nice. You can get in different sizes in Amazon or anywhere else. And this is 120 GSM, okay? So it's used for charcoal, pencils and lightweight color wash. So you can do the architectural drawing in this, you can do flowers, or you can do any kind of sketching you want. And this is a soft bound leather color, soft bound leather supplies. So it will not much sturdy, but this side will be sturdy little bit. You can get half in size also, or if you really want to go, then I suggest you go with the watercolor books like this one. So I'll show you. I just cover those stuff with that thing. So this is the Excel watercolor and this is by Canson and it is 90 lb and 185 grams. So this is 120 gram, this is 185 grams. Whenever you buy the supplies, you see that what kind of paper quality they have and how you love to work on them. So this paper, they're gonna take a nice color thing and they're gonna stay together. This is wire bound, so some people might not like the weight of them because it's a little bit heavier on side. So you can ditch that and you can have this Moleskine. These are quite a famous books. I use this. So this is kind of same as this one, called Odyssey one, cause this is also not taking too much water, but it's okay for on the go coloring or something like that. I stamp few images here because sometimes I don't want to draw or sketch, so I just color at that time, okay? So this is the another one. Another option is you can buy these kind of paper blocks. This one is from the artist block. This is even small papers, but they can give a paper block also, but this is small. My kid will write something inside it, okay? So this is always in my bag, in every bag I can say. So sometimes I want to do sketching or something, I do this. And then another option is this is Artist Loft watercolor books. These are also nice. I bought it from Amazon and they hold water really nice. I like them. Their textures are nice. You will get them in variety of sizes, okay? But if you ask which one is your favorite, so I like the smaller ones like these or these. Okay, so these ones are kind of accordion books that will also you get from the Amazon. And this one is like you can open this like this, so it's like nice on the go things, like you do something on this, something on this, something, and then it will create the travel general story for you. Or if you do not want to do that, you can use on both the side. You can draw flowers, buildings, or anything you want, and it's pretty easy to hold it and do it. Just when you have these kind of books, they don't have, so you need these kind of clips to hold them together, because they don't have spine here, right? So if you don't have this, they're gonna go haywire and you have to put it like this. So paper clip is a must for these one. I love these one. These are handmade, and I create those with the Canson Excel paper because I like that paper, and one I create with the Arches paper also. So there is one is little bit thicker and one is smaller. Like you can see here, I put more signatures, and here I put small signatures. So it's totally big, versatile, whatever you want to do. And you can, you know, just carry this with you. It's a hand bound, and then you can do whatever you want in them, like architectural drawing, naturals drawing, anything, or just a sketching. And I will tell you in video how we will use this. And you can put all your stuff in these kind of ziplocs. Like if I want to take this, I can put this, and then my pouch maybe I'll put in anywhere else, or I can put two of these here, maybe my mind change, something like that. Or else I will just ditch this and I just put this in my bag and this one with me. So this much, and I ready to go and travel with my watercolors. And I will show you another options also in the watercolors, what you can use, how you like, you can choose accordingly. So mostly this one is my travel one, go-to one, and nothing fancy. I bought it from, I think, Walmart or something. Yes, so you can put something here. So most of the times I put this, like water bottle, empty water bottle. Here I put more of the pens or pencils or brush which I want. Sometimes I put the water brushes also. And then we have I have couple of things inside, like eraser, pencils, and watercolor pencils, and some markers here, as well as I put some markers here. Maybe I just mix match, I should put them here. And few white and black paints will do everything. Make sure if you are using watercolor, you should use the watercolor waterproof ink. And then I mostly use this white jelly roll pen, as well as black I have, or you can use black for these also, and few pencils. And then I just put one small rag or some paper towels, one of these. And then this pen also goes here inside this, and it became basically my travel kit whenever I go outside. So what I put mostly, I'll show you in details. Okay, so I love to put few pencils. Why? You can see few pencils like these ones, micro pencils, and some pencils like this, because my kid is with me and sometimes he wants to do something, so his stuff is always in my bag. The small purse. And then couple of shades of green, couple of shades of yellows and blues and red. Now here I'm not carrying all of the stuff I needed. I'll show you. I have many color pencils, but I didn't use all of them. Sometimes you just need a, you know, tint of something. And then white gouache. Why white gouache? This is one from Arteza. In the watercolors you don't get a pure white, so if you want a particular white thing, then I use the white gouache. Did I carry the palette for this? No, I didn't carry any palette for this. I just use whatever I have. If I'm doing some kind of breakfast or something, I just grab little bit and use it. Otherwise I'll use this white pen. Then I have this few markers with the different I'll show you few markers. These are the micron ones, so you will get 0051 brush strip. These are also waterproof, so if you don't want to use the pen, you can use this brush strip also. That will also a good idea to carry in your backpack like this. But remember, this brush strip is like, if you just go down and you can make a little bit darker, so you can add only these 4-5 markers, the set of these markers, micron markers. These are from Sucra brand, and you will good to go. That is one thing. There is another brush which called the Pentel watercolor brush, and that is not watercolor brush, it's a kind of Pentel brush which is having the black ink inside, and it is more broader way to use this stuff. So I'll show you on the back side of it. So if there is a line, you can do like this, or you can draw very quick and clumsy drawings like this ones here, and you can fill a little bit of stuff in there, so you will get a thin line, broad line. Like if you want to do like this, broad line with this, you can get thin line with this. So this is quite a nice one. This is the one brush I suggest with these if you don't want that ink pen. So this is also in my bag. This one is also in my bag. Then let's talk about the pencil. So you can carry the pencil lids with it. Why I have so many in my case? Just because of my kid. And look at his fancy kids rubber also, eraser also. So sometimes he just forgot pencil or something like that while playing chess. And these are the few colors which I always carry, like the blue, gray, 2 shades of blue for the skies, and greens. So whatever color you like the most, you should add that. And I put the one permanent marker or 2 permanent markers. So I add 1 Sharpie, and I add one of these jelly roll pen, as I told you, white and black both. Another one is this golden pen. This one is for Signo art pen, that also is there. And for the pencils, you can carry this pencil, and if you don't like the carrying the idea of the watercolor pencils, or if you don't have watercolor pencils, you can carry other stuff also, and that is our watercolor pens. Where is that? Okay, so these are with the Zig Clean Color Marker Real Brush Paints. You can carry these. I have the pack of 60, but you don't want to take all of them with you. You can take your go-to color, like if you're going for the landscape or the building design, you know something, and whenever you don't have a color, just keep it blank, and you can feel that whenever you come back. So you can grab 10 from these, whatever is needed at that time, or on the go. Sometimes I use this one also when my long flight is there, and I can just put this inside this box, or inside this pouch, or I just put it outside. So this came with the watercolor brush. You can find these kind of palettes. This from Bristow brand, but you can find these colors of palette anywhere. I make a swatch and put that also inside. So this is the water brush where you can clean the brush, and then you have all these fun colors inside. Now you can see mine was a little bit dry out because I didn't put water in that. So then you can just ask for water, or you may have some water. You fill your water bottle on the airport or train, wherever you're going. So you can just put little bit of water in this bottle, and then you can just drop to reactivate your colors here, and 1 drop is sufficient. And then you have a palette also. So you have a palette also here. if you really want to mix the colors. Most of the times I don't like to mix the colors. I directly use whatever they have in them. You can use the same color point for putting droplet. So these kind of watercolor brushes work very well. Like you can just put this drop like this, and adding little bit of water is okay. And that bottle is also help to put this kind of water bottle inside it. So this is the another way you can carry your stuff. Another thing I want to show you is this. So this one is a small palette with one of the brand, but you don't have to buy the same one. What you can do is you can buy these tiny things, okay, and those called the watercolor pans, and then you can put those watercolor pans in the tin like this with the magnet. So each side you can put the magnet on the back side. Again, you can see there is this magnet piece, and this one is the this one is not the plastic one, this is the tin, so that you can just put it inside and it's gonna stuck there. And then again you can activate with the water bottle, and you can use this tin as a palette if you know you want the color. And if you are the person who is not satisfied with the small palette, then of course I'll suggest this one. This is the airtight one, and again you can use this as a palette, and this is the full-fledged thing, so you can use everything you want. This is my full color palette, and this one is airtight, so I liked it, and I'm using these palettes from like years and years, and they work very well with it. If you're not in this, if you're not, you can just buy a small plastic thin box like this, and you can put the colors you like in them, and again you can reactivate them and use them. But if you're not willing to use that also, then you can just carry this stuff. So these called the pearless watercolor. You will get different kind of brands and many other things in them. Basically these are the sheets, okay, so these are they giving all the things, and but these are the sheets, and you can reactivate these sheets just by using your watercolor brush. Like if I have this watercolor brush, I can just add little bit of water in it, and then that will pick the water. And then I can add, I think the pencil brush is not waterproof. I have to see that. I didn't use that much yet, but definitely what we used before is the waterproof. And then you can pick different colors. You can mix directly. So what I did is, I'll show you. This is really nice colors, but they have one new one also which called the vibrant color or something like that. If I saw that, I saw it on Amazon, I think. I will put that, and then you can just, you know, on the paper towel or something, wash your brush, just put little bit of water, wash it again, and you're good to go. This brush you can use for anything, or you can have 2-3 different ones to use for, like thinner one, breather one, and other stuff. So what I did is I just cut apart the small portion of it and just stick that in one paper palette. And I can't find that paper palette right now, but I just stick all of them one by one, and then I just put it in the thin polythene, and then I just carry that with my book. So that is also a good option if you are going out and you know you want to do that kind of thing. Another thing is, if you are like, no, I want to carry the full palette, I don't want to mess with anything, so then this one is from Jane Craft. I don't like their paper quality. I have this Jane Craft watercolor paper also. I'll show you, which came with this one. I said okay, I don't like it much, although I tried few things on it. I'll show you. Okay, so you can see, just I'm outside and I draw something, and but kids are playing, but the watercolors are good. You will get the palette, again you will get one nice brush, and you can use that one sponge where you can, you know, clean your stuff. So these kind of palettes you will get many palettes on the Amazon or other, so you can choose that accordingly, like whichever you like most. Other thing I tried, this one I don't like. Other thing I tried is the Moskin paper. These are the papers. This is a nice quality paper, like you can see here. I didn't complete it, so it's a nice one, not bad. And then what I did here is I just stamped few images, because sometimes you run out of your things and inspiration, but you want to color, you want to do something, so you must have something in your sketchbook, notebook, or watercolor book, whatever it is having that small band also. But I found I didn't like this paper much. Why? Because for the price point I didn't like it much. You can see I didn't do much coloring, still the paper got buckled, and many people like it. It's a nice textured paper, but I don't like that much this one, basically. What I did is, or what I do most of the times is, I bought, I whatever may I like the, maybe if you are doing something nice, you can use the arches paper. If you don't want, you can get stone grade, you can get Canson watercolor paper, khadi watercolor paper. Just make sure that it's 300, and then I create my own book. So now you can see I create my own watercolor book. If you want to see how I create this, mostly I create these kind of books. And you can see inside the Moskin also they have this fully bound, hand bound. I don't know it's hand bound or not, but yeah, you will see these stitches the same way you can see in that. But this is my favorite paper, so I use this paper. You can mix and match the papers you want, but I create this one. And if I found that okay, I'm not able to, you know, put it flat or something, so these are the clips I mostly use. These are the simple paper clips I have in many different sizes, so I mostly take 2 or 3 with me, so that if my paper is like here too much, so I can use the bigger one. And then I use few of them, the smaller one, like these ones. Those are also in my bag always, but I like this size. And what I don't want to waste the paper, so what I did is I took the biggest one, the 11 by 23, yes, the 24, that paper, and I make it half. Let me see what is the dimension of the paper. So now it's okay, so this one is 11 and this side is 7.5, so 11 by 15 watercolor paper, and I just folded them half and make these thing. And I'm planning to take this with me on my next journey, so that it's really easy to carry, and I love it's not bulky also. If you see the size and weight of this one, it's quite heavier than this one, so I can take 2 or 3 like this one with me. But I really like these ones, and you can arrange how many signatures you want inside, and it's totally depend how you want, thin, thick, bigger, longer, smaller. So that is the thing. I make myself, I love to make watercolor books. If I go for like watching games, or I went for small things, like not much of kids playing outside. If kids are playing outside and then I have to, you know, work on the watercolor book, then I have few of them, which is like this one I created. And this one is my art book. I use this outside, inside with the same supplies, so I have so many stuff going on here. So if you lack of inspiration, you can get all your inspirations from here. Sometimes I draw something else, and all these papers are something papers I created. I love the spray colors, so I use just them. Sometimes I didn't complete the thing. This is the way before I started, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna put these sheets here because I don't want to waste that water paper. I can use on back side also. So that's the thing. Then there is one stamp which I like most. It's from Samus stamp, so I just heat emboss that, so I can just put color inside whenever I got time, and I will see which color I want. And from these I can just draw small things. This I'm practicing something and then I stop. Like this I started drawing and stop. So there are so many things. This one I completed, so I just cut out the small stuff, just some kind of class or something, and then I complete this bird, so I put it. So this one is my full botanical kind of stuff, where now here this one I did when I was in chess class with my kid. And you can see I started something, then I stop, and maybe one day I'll go back there and do this again. So most of the times in this book, I just carry, if I carry that pouch, I use those colors. If I carry the colorful things, I carry this stuff. So I made some colors like this I did. This one is I tried the gouache, and then I don't like whatever I'm doing, but I didn't throw that page, I just put it here. You can convert them in greeting cards, tags, something like that. Then I'm crazy about the mushrooms, so I decided to make only mushrooms and different kind of mushrooms. And there are more mushrooms where I can sketch and do the stuff. And you can see I just put the stuff here. These I use that ink pen, because you can see lines are very thin, but if you don't want to use ink pen, you can do that. Then I love this I just tried few colors, and then I love this combination. I love this combination, so I decided that I will use this color palette for this one. And one day I will. So this is another color splash. This is the color wheel. I mix and few of them. Now you can see this one here I can use the gold and the stuff, and then I take a reference from this to do this, and then I put extra images here, extra things here. So if I loved it, I just take a reference from them. I have some rub-ons here to make it beautiful, but this book is a little bit bigger for carrying. But yeah, if you don't want to carry, and it's like you have a reference in this and everything is that. So these are the different kind of books for the different purposes I use. Those are for the references. This mostly whenever I want, like, grab the small one, but now I made this one mine one, so I can use that one. And this particularly I decided I'll use for the landscape and other architects, although I didn't start it much. Maybe one day we will flip through it and see. And this one is, it came with this Gen Craft, which is kind of okay, and I just stamp few so that I can use it here and there. Nothing fancy. Sometimes I just grab this and just, you know, stamp some images in that, and then I just went and just do some coloring while talking on phone or something like that. So this is not a good quality paper, and I give you this option, as well as I told you about this option. There is a one more option you can use, like pencil, that is Watercolor 2, or you can use the Tim Holtz watercolor pencil or any watercolor pencil in that case. So you can carry these two tins, and that will also sort you really nice. And other thing is, like, if I'm going out and if I want to know that what I want to take, so sometimes I change my pens. Like sometimes I took the Posca pen, sometimes I took this Arteza pen. So I have two of these. So I use these specially for this purpose. Then I have two more things which I want to show you. So in between I started my study about the face and things, like I'm learning the face, how to draw the face and different illustrations in that. So at that time I use these charcoal pencils. Okay, so these are some white, brown and black. So these are the pencil, white, brown and black. So I have two shades of brown and then black and white. So I grab these. So depend on what I'm doing. So I have different book for that. So sometimes it's depend what I'm doing, and when I don't know what I'm doing, I just grab this stuff. Now these are the few of those. These are China. I think I bought this from, I mostly bought stuff from Amazon. These are called China markers. I don't know why they call China markers. They're made in China, something like that. But these are the markers where, like, you know, you can use it for mark making. They will dissolve a little bit of water or something like that. So I didn't put them outside, I just put them in the box. I hardly use them, but yeah, I'm planning to use them more. So these and these are like for the separate thing, so I always put them separate whenever I am on the go. But these are the two box things I always have with me, so I can just grab whatever I want from these, like if I want to grab these bigger ones or highlighters or something like that. Okay, so that is the fun stuff. And if you want more thinner palettes, and you can use those palettes also. In all over, without the water brush, I carry few brushes with me which I want to show you, like what I love to carry. I have lots of brushes, but most of the times if I'm doing some kind of flower painting, so I like round brushes as well as the pointy brushes, so that pointy brush can give me the pointy line as well as the big line. This one is the velvet silver. This is such a nice watercolor brush. And then I'll always love to have few, at least one of these liner brush. Okay, so 0 0 brush or 0 0 brush, that kind of stuff. If I'm doing the watercolor or something like that, I love to do the dots and things like that with these detail brush. So rather than watercolor brush which contains the water, I carry this kind of brush, which is one is like having tip point on it, other is kind of like small thin point. And if I know that I will do only the watercolors, then I love to add the dagger brush. Okay, so dagger brush is one of my favorite brush. So what is the fun thing about the dagger brush is it's having that kind of line here, so that you can get a tip of it as well as you can get a flatter one. If you watch my channel more, you know how much I love this mini dagger brush. So it's one of my go-to. And if someone asks me what are the few brushes if you want to carry, so I can carry one of these, and one a little bit bigger with a pointy tip, as I showed you before, and that's it. That will done for the day. So how I carry off these brushes, if your pouch, like I'm gonna put this aside. Okay, so if my pouch is quite long, sometimes I got a long pouch, so this will not tilt it, then I just put them here. If you carry they came with some kind of plastic cap, if you have those, if you don't throw those, then you can put them and they will be nice and sturdy. Otherwise you can put them just like that on this side, and that will be good enough to get the stuff going on like this. And if you don't have any of these, or your pouch is pretty small and you are not able to go with these brushes in that, so what at that time you should do is, it's pretty simple. If you don't have something, just take your rag, put your brushes in your rag, like I'm gonna fold it. I use these kitchen rags whenever I want to use the watercolors or any colors, or like wash or something. I wash them in the water, and then I can put this just like that. And then after that I just put one hairband on them, and it's pretty simple and easy. I just put the hairband on them, and if you don't want to put the hairband, you can put these clips also, so that you know where are your clips also. But hairband works better in both the ways, and I put hairband mostly on this side so that they will not slip from the other side. Okay, and then I just put them in there. Then one more thing, if you're doing much watery stuff, then you need the masking tape or any kind of tape which can protect all over it. So mostly these ones, prettier ones, nicer ones, you can use the washi tapes also. So or you can use these kind of paper tapes also. So most of the times I don't use that kind of stuff outside. I didn't weight my paper much, but still I just put one washi tape. I just drop one washi tape here, whichever washi tape I feel like that way. Oh, this one is my favorite today, so I just have these cheap washi tapes and I just put one of it there. But most of the times I don't put the washi tape, so I don't want to use that. And then if you ask me, you can take any bag, literally any bag or any compartment or any handbag or backpack to put your all the stuff. With all this stuff, I also carry my phone, the charger, as well as my iPad. Sometimes what I do, I download the books in the iPad, and then I use that for my reference images or read them or something like that. Sometimes it won't feel good, so I use that. And that's it. That's the thing I want to tell you. And if you want to see that how I pack all these supplies in my bag and which bag I use for the international flights or national flights, so domestic ones, so please leave me a comment. I'll try to put that also. And sometimes I do mixed media also on the plane, or cause I took a long flights most of the time, so like 40-hour flight, 30-hour flight, so 2 3 flights, like between that they have the layovers. So I love to use the things, and love to, I hardly sketch, but now I want to sketch more. And then I will show you how I pack all that stuff. So until the next crafty project, have a crafty life. Bye bye, take care, and see you.